All right, and now we continue, and that's exactly the person from the university, the Karpenko Karuga. Yes, Tetiana Zdrenyk, and the monologue called Customs Interrogation by Malicki, a playwright from Australia. Tetiana, the stage is yours.
You really want me to talk so bad? I want to know, why I haven't said it before almost 20 minutes now? You know why? Because I don't talk to a racist. That's what I said. Racist, bigot, prejudiced person. Don't give me that look. What do you expect me to think? Here we are, sitting in customs. You standing over me, trying to intimidate me with your 400 pounds into what? Admitting my mother as a terrorist? Because she's using medication? How strange for an 80-year-old. Or because she's the wrong color? If you ask me, she is wrong color. Wrong color, wrong gender, wrong age, wrong career, wrong everything. Because people like you love make your life hard for people like us. I can't imagine what you think my mother has done that requires you to hold my whole family in custody for hours. But I'm done talking to you, sir. I have nothing else to say. Sorry.
Yes, keep it up.
Still here. Right.
Tetiana Zdrenyk, Customs Interrogation by Malicki. Very mysterious delivery. Yeah, and we are playing this theater of Ukraine. We've been there pretty much since 2014. We were doing theater in English right here with the hope that it will bring Ukraine closer to the Europe and to the world. And it does bring with the language that everybody speaks, the English language. And it still makes me super happy when there are native speakers in Pringles Theater, because all in all, we are still Kyiv Theater. That's very clear. And when international playwrights write for us specifically, I feel like very gracious. When there is a native speaker who comes out on stage and performs as an actress, that makes my heart melt. So Sharon Cawood, Just One Little Truth, by Matthew Winter.
I didn't plan to leak a classified document. I planned to watch panda videos on Instagram, eat chocolate ice cream, and hide away and rot quietly in an office until retirement or redundancy, whichever happened first. But I saw a document, and it was wrong. I couldn't turn a blind eye. I thought, what have we done? Who are we? We are monsters. So I sent it to a journalist. I can't even say it. An anonymous tip. VPN on, gloves on, paranoia completely on. But the twist, no one cared. These days, nobody is shocked by anything anymore. The truth of that dropped like a feather in a hurricane. But they cared, the suits, those who don't exist but do really. I've been getting some mysterious phone calls. And there's no one speaking at the other end. And even yesterday, a drone blinked at me. So I blinked back. It felt impolite not to. And now I'm here, talking to a webcam, wearing the same shirt for 3 days. Just need to check. A few shares, a couple of angry tweets, and one podcast episode from a guy hosting live from his mother's basement. And that was it. That was it. The world shrugged and went back to watching Squid Game. Nothing. I know what you're thinking. Why did I do it when I knew that no one would listen? Because someone had to say it out loud. Because people need to know that their leaders are playing God with their lives. And because silence sows the seeds of injustice. I thought that if I said it out loud, I'd be able to sleep. But I can't sleep. I tried. I count sheep, I count war crimes, and sometimes they're the same number. It wasn't even like this was a flashy, dramatic story. No UFOs, no lizard people, just a report about a project we funded that decimated an entire village. Hundreds of people dead. Oops. Oh well. That's the attitude now. I'm no hero for speaking out. I'm no superhuman. I'm just me. I work in processing. I've had the same password for 12 years. Password 123. It works for me. But I read one thing too many, and I thought, if I don't speak up, who will? I wish I could tell you something changed because of what I did, but nothing. The village is still gone, the bodies are piling up. The only thing that changed, oh yes, something. The project name. Let's change it. It's giving us bad publicity. Injustice. It doesn't break. It bends. It stretches like elastic over decades, over continents, and over world leaders' priorities. But you know what? I'd do it all again. Because if we aren't fully human, what are we? And I don't mean the kind of human that's savage and base and repugnant, that murders and invades and genocides. I mean the kind of humanity that is real and true and good-hearted. And speaking of good-hearted, Geraldine, if you're watching this, if you don't hear from me for a few days, can you please water my plants? I don't want everything to wither and die. We have to keep fighting. Even if the world just scrolls past, even if there is someone outside this door waiting for me with a black van and duct tape. If we don't call out all the lies and the bullshit, if we don't speak truth, then who will?
Sharon Cawood, just one more choice. Thank you very much. Written by Matthew Winter. And that brings us to this point that we usually give a topic to this Monologues Night, and last time we did Monologues Night, the topic was 3 years, because it's been exactly 3 years of full-scale invasion. And we specifically gave it to the foreign playwrights because we knew that they would write about the prison sentence, or about the divorce, or about the afterlife. Well, they would never write about Ukraine. Only Volodymyr Serdiuk would, because he's such a good playwright. Yes. Anyhow, we knew it's, on one point, it's time for us, the Ukrainians, to look outside our little bubble of pain and look at the world. Because the world does exist, irrespective of our bubble of pain, or it takes its own bubble of pain inside and makes a part of it. There is life. There is life outside our life, and we need to be aware of it. We cannot just look inside. That's one of the points why we did the topics like this. But the other thing is the topics that we choose. The first topic was 3 years. Now the topic is injustice. And the drones are intercepting. Even if they were not written originally in the text, they are coming in. You can't escape it. It happened yesterday night. It's a part of our life. We are living in the historical moment that changes us here and now. So you guys can just imagine what we're doing by taking the foreign words and performing them here in Ukraine with our Ukrainian hearts and spirits. Sharon as well. Thank you guys for what you're doing. So, having said this, I'm just really curious what the Mermaid's Tale is all about. Because the monologue is called The Mermaid's Tale, written by Aine King from London, and it's gonna be performed by Anastasiia Yefimtseva. Anastasia, the stage is yours. Do you need a chair?
I'm going to be completely honest. Unlike some people, I've got nothing to hide. I'm just going to say it. Okay. When I first met him, I could see right away he was staring at my... Well, let's just say he was staring where more than half of you are staring right now. And no, I did not pull him in, whatever you might have heard. The truth is, he was looking at my... and just leaned too far over the side and fell in. That was my first mistake, right there. I should have drowned him. My mom would have drowned him quick as a splash. She's a stickler for tradition. She would have dragged him down in a heartbeat. But he was so pretty. And it was my first tied up top. So I saved him. When I fished him out and he opened those big blue eyes and looked at me and smiled at me, I blushed red as a lobster. He was just grateful, I suppose, but I thought he liked me. I couldn't stop thinking about him. I was head over tail. Missy Witch said she could help me. And that was my second mistake. Right there. She said she could do me a deal. She said your magic power could give me land legs. 2 of them. A matching pair. But the price was my voice. She said, trust me, Coral, when you're queen, you won't need your voice. You won't need to speak. You'll have hundreds of servants who know what you want before you can say it. She said, trust me, Coral, when you're queen, you won't need your voice to sing. You will have minstrels to sing for you. Listen, when someone with power wants you to give up your voice, swim away, fast. I didn't. And I didn't read the small print either. Well, she gave me the legs, all right. But she forgot to mention that every step I took on land would hurt like walking on crab shells, like stingrays, like shark's teeth, like jellyfish stings. I shuffled around the palace month after month in agony with people saying, smile! You try smiling when it feels like your feet are being keyholed, like your because I've got no voice. And that was my third mistake. I should have used my time, learn to write, educate myself, sign language, pictograms, anything to come out of my shell and communicate. But I didn't. I kept thinking he would notice me, remember me, fall in love with me. But he was surrounded by shows of beautiful girls, having a whale of a time. Girls who could dance and chatter and smile. Just once he spoke to me, walking past me by the fountains. I thought, no, he's going to remember me now. And I know he did. I know he did. I know that splash in his eyes. Just a split second. Memory, recognition. Now I thought, now he knows me. And he said, cheer up, babe, it might never happen. And he walked away. I wanted to roar at him. I saved your life, you ungrateful, spoiled, pampered prawn! Doesn't that count for anything? But of course I didn't. Because I had no voice. And now I couldn't win him over. So now to see which gets my life. It was in the small print too. My time is running out with this tide. We're going to be a wave afterwards, bobbing about out there somewhere. Think about waves, though they may start off small, just little ripples. But there's a lot of waves out there, getting bigger, getting stronger, joining together, getting wilder. One day, we'll stop rolling over, and we'll all come roaring ashore. Going to be a walloping great sea monster of a storm.
And she swam away. Anastasiia Yefimtseva, The Mermaid's Tale by Aine King. Thank you very much. Anastasia is also a graduate of Pre-English Drama School, and she tends to help us quite a lot with volunteer work with Pre-English Theatre of Ukraine, which brings me to this point. Volunteers are the best people on this planet. If you guys don't know it, I'll say it again. Volunteers are the best people on this planet. They saved Ukraine in 2022. They organized Woodstock, and they created Pro-English Theater of Ukraine. These three facts make them the best people. Which means, guys, if you feel like coming out to Pro-English and volunteer with us, you're more than welcome. We're having 3 big festivals coming. Poetica Festival, Ukraine Fringe Festival International, and Solo Play Day Fest in autumn. And you get to meet international community, you get to practice a lot of cool skills, and you be as cool as Nastya. Well, who doesn't want it? So, join Pro English, and you don't have to even wait for the festival. We always need volunteers here to do this or that administrative part, and you support the theater. So, please do come, and we'll give you something in return. Okay, so the next person is Victoria Panchenko, and the reason I'm mentioning volunteers is because she is a volunteer with many festivals of Pro English. She was, and it's always very touchy when a volunteer comes and wants to do something more and wants to do a monologue and perform it. So Victoria will do a monologue of Property of No One by Danielle Wirsansky from Florida, a playwright from Florida. Victoria, do you need this?
Yes.
Okay, of course. Yes, Victoria Panchenko. Woo!
I used to cradle the buttocks of kings. Not just any buttocks, Louis XV. Thank you very much. Possibly the 14 as well. I was rather in turbulent times. Assassinations, syphilis, Baroque upholstery. Every time the history changed, I caught it, literally. Now, I sit behind this perky glass, like some vulgar chochka. Children press their sticky little faces to the glass and giggle as if I were somewhere a bucket. I was hand-painted by Madame de Pompadour's personal care mist, Monsieur. You think they made bidets with gilded lilies for peasants? Ah! I was called the throne behind the throne. The royal dairy spoke to me, whispered their secrets to my bidet. I heard more strategy during a single Interrogation than half the war councils in Europe. I should be in Louvre, not next to the gift shop. Do you know what's in the gift shop? Mugs. Cheap porcelain mugs with my face on them. Le pauvre de chambre officielle. This is not where the royal crest went. They call it preservation. I call it defamation. I remember the sound of fountains, music drifting through the walls, perfume in the air, perfume everywhere, because mon Dieu, the hygiene, and I held it all together, until the revolution, of course. Heads rolled, bladders empty. I was stolen, sold, pawned, rediscovered, and eventually dumped into museum archives called miscellaneous. Miscellaneous! Well, I'm not a curiosity. I'm not a punchline. I'm a symbol of civilized decay, of porcelain privilege, unflushed, of I'm symbol of civilized decay, of unflushed, of porcelain. I'm sorry. I'm symbol of civilized decay, of unflushed. I forgot. I'm sorry. No, I can continue, but well, giggle if you must, but remember.
Yes, we will.
When kings fell, I still cowed them.
Thank you, Victoria. Oh, you're very beautiful in forgetting your lines. That's very natural. Oh, yeah, and the next participant we're gonna have a student, right? From Kusching, of course. Sophia Kalyta. And it's actually the thing, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, because we're having more and more students of universities coming to our castings and events of English Theatre, Teatralna Spilnota Despa, and other independent theaters. And on one hand, and we see the level. We said that the level is getting higher and higher of the students that come, and it gives me two things. It gives me the thing that this independent theater is becoming more and more qualified, and then there are more and more good actors coming out there who need jobs. That's the thing. Here, and we have in Sophia, is it Kalyta or Kalyta?
Kalyta.
Oh, thank you. Sophia Kalyta, she's gonna do the monologue Rain Dance, written by Mary Condon O'Connor, and that's a playwright from Ireland who recently wrote for us already, and she entered into repertoire theatre with us. So I'm quite curious to see what Sophia Kalyta is gonna do with that. Sophia, stage is yours. Okay.
Problems are all over. Pain, bad Disney remakes, robots are taking control, I will destroy you. It's not great out there, so what can the common person do? I'm not someone who can just watch while horrific acts happen. I have an answer. Duh, get help! Wait, I mean not in a rude way, no, we just met. I mean an actual helping hand, like cat in the tree, fireman, drowning lifeguard, evil wheel running amok, ruining not just your day but the entire infrastructure of the town. That's when you get someone like me, someone extraordinary. I don't like to brag, but I will tell you about myself. I'm here to save the world. I'm not a rich person, no, but... Oh yeah, I don't have a mansion, no butler, laser eyes, magic whip. None of that, no budget. But I do have something. I am a hero. They call me Rain Dance. They say Rain Dance is the very first performance of the theater. Dance to call the rain or to stop it. My ability to draw people in. Yeah, I am a hero. I have something very impressive and marketable about me. I have no job. Yeah, I was let off from being a hero. Yeah, a superhero. It wasn't even my fault, you know. It wasn't even my fault. My power? Yeah, that's what everyone always asks. Like it's a ranking system. Oh, you have a massive hammer. Or wow, you can run really fast, go invisible, or fly. Rude. It's so unfair. It's a genetic lottery. Some people are better than others and the rest suck unless you have something to offer. Unless you're like me. Like you have a power. Something that makes you stand out. You want to know? Yeah? What does rain dance do? You know what? Buy me a dinner first. Yeah? Superheroes just don't give out our addresses, secret powers, or kisses on the first day. Some of us have standards. Looking at you, Peter Parker. Call me back, you coward! Okay, fine. You're pulling my leg. I'll tell you what my superpower is so you know how terrible my life is. My power is that I can tell it's raining while it's happening. Yeah. Do I control the weather? No, but my skill is helpful. I helped a farmer once. They hid crops and they were thirsty. Yeah, I became unemployed when what I thought was rain. So I made a dispatch into a local group of heroes. One could turn into a cat and other make scenes explode. Casual things, really. What I thought was rain was actually hailstones. Rookie mistake! Yeah, I thought it was rain, but actually hailstone is just rain gone wrong. I might get it wrong. It rains like all the time. I'm a human behind all the magic. Being special all the time is actually really hard. It can make you have an identity crisis. So yeah, one of the superheroes ended up knocked herself out while getting hit with the hailstone, and the other, who could turn into a cat, broke their tailbone. Great, my fault. Such babies. So sensitive, these heroes, honestly. And the villain one. By the way, yeah, you saw the headline? No rain, all pain. It was a bad journalism. They never get the full story, ever. You would think that issues would be covered in my contract? No. Acts of God? What? No! It was an error in the system. The system you created by making me think I was helpful and special, when the system only wants us to feel worse before it gets better. Actually, look after yourself. You're special by your own way. Until you're not. And if you're not, at least you can get a good story and matchline out of it. Now you hear that? Now that's rain. I'm 80% sure. I still got it.
Sophia, Kalyta, Rain Dance by Mary Condon O'Connor with the help from the audience. Well, I didn't want to advertise for English drama school anymore, but here. No, you should know this, and I deeply respect for many of you guys. It's that complies with what I said. And now we have a monologue by Volodymyr Serdiuk, and he's a playwright and a good friend of ours, and he's somewhere here in the audience. Volodymyr,
There.
I can't see, but yeah. Woo-hoo! Yes. And Volodymyr is one of the few Ukrainian playwrights that originally mostly write in English. He writes already in English. That creates a huge benefit for international playwriting market and everything. And Volodymyr has been with us since 2022. Some of his plays, monologues, and stories has become a part of our repertoire and now is a part of our history already. And I'm quite curious to see what's going to be out of here. But again, you guys have to understand, we Ukraine are the biggest source of stories as of now. So those guys who can put those stories on paper and those who can write, like Volodymyr, like Sharon, like Annabelle, anybody who can put the words on paper in a smart way will create the future, because we are the most interesting stories right now. So let's see what Jasmine Sotelo is gonna make out of this interesting story, delivering a monologue, She Was a Whale, written by Volodymyr Serdiuk.
I'm trying to get on the stage. Yes, I'm here.
She was a whale. God created her this way. The greatness of her body did not allow her to take other creatures seriously. So small they were about her. I mean, she knew that other animals existed. But they remained so small. That they were more ridiculous than interesting to her. She was a female. Her instinct told her to trust the males to protect the pack. To take all the worries about reconnected with the world outside. She was slow and calm. And other whales approved of this behavior. They honors it. She allowed herself to move slowly, while the males walked in circles, creating endless rings of fat rabbits which she could only consume in peace. She smiled approvingly. When the males started their long song, echoing other whale pods, and sometimes inviting them as guests, she realized she was under protection. She realized
she would never be offended. Her role, among other roles, was the main one. She had to carry a new life, to give birth to a small whale, take care of it, look after it, to teach it how to live in the depths of the ocean, to make sure it behaved properly. It ate well. Then she had to let her child go free. It was a familiar cycle. She was not yet old, but she already experienced a lot in her life to not be surprised by anything in the ocean until one lightning bolt struck her in the back. It was the whale's harpoon. The harpoon struck her not in the hump where there was a lot of fat, but in the back where there was no natural defense. It pierced the skin, the muscles, and rested on a vertebra, severing nerve connections connected to the entire body as an entire single nervous system, which actually made her alive. The charge of gunpowder attached to the harpoon shaft exploded and turned the penetrating wound into a fatal one. She could not dive. She could no longer feel her lower body. Her powerful heart was still pumping the rest of the blood into her lungs and brain. Yet, she continued to live. She realized she was floating on the surface of the sea, no longer able to sink into the depths of the ocean, where she found always protection and peace. She was surprised that the male did not protect her. Maybe that's good. She was unable to see. Helpless carcasses of her relatives, floating helplessly in the water surface. Each harpooner from each whaler fired 3 deadly shots into a group of female and to the group of the male. Her shots slowed down by the leak of oxygen in her blood. And yet, she was still alive. She had duty that she could not rid of. Each fear, thought, memory formed where is the unborn child? It used to be in the lower body, from where she didn't feel any sensations, from where her brain did not receive any information. Where is the child? The sailor had cut off the flesh from her stomach and came up to her eye, wider than his own shoulders, and shouted, "Do not be afraid! You gave birth just there in the water!" It injured by shock, but he managed to swim away. It seemed to her that he was embarrassed. She thought so because of tears in his eyes. He got it. A big, clear tear rolled out of the whale's eye. She understood what he said. She realized she is ready to step back. She allowed herself to step back. You thug! What are the sailor, barely avoid the hook from the crane, which was going to pick up another 2 tons of meat from the still warm body of the whale's mother. He felt no injustice in this moment.
Jasmine Sotelo, she was a whale. Yeah, we come into a closure of Monologues Night. We have one more monologue to go. And I have to tell you guys, monologues indeed is one of the most difficult media in theatrical art because it's only you. It's you alone on stage talking to the audience and having these instruments, which pretty much jury is using to assess you guys. The voice, the body, the space, the charisma. All of these, and you have only them. And it's, no matter what you do, it's hard to keep the audience attention, to keep the audience eyes, and to keep the audience pulse with you. So you guys doing a great job. And tomorrow, in English Theater, we have one of the best examples of the job that's really working. Because tomorrow we're doing the monodrama. It's 50 minutes show on stage called Human Wrongs. And it's one person on stage, and it's a monodrama that keeps you captivating. It's the monodrama which I see and I never get bored for a single second there. Because there is music, there is working with the audience, there is director's work and everything. So if you guys have a chance, come see it tomorrow. It's a great point where like one huge monologue where you not get bored for a single second. And you guys, the actors of tonight's Monologue Night, you have the entrance for free. And the jury members get the entrance for free. And for the rest of you guys, I highly recommend to buy the ticket and come tomorrow. It's a really great show. Plus the bar is still working. That's the thing. Yeah. And monologue, Unfair and Unfiltered, the closing monologue for tonight, written by Amber Kusching, the playwright from New Jersey, and delivered to us by Julia Yaskova.
Yaskova.
Yes, Yaskova. Yes, Julia Yaskova. Stage is yours. Do you need this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Woo!
So, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my name's Yulia Yaskova. I'm 20. Yeah, right now I live in Kyiv. Yeah, I do have 1 year working experience in such industry. Yeah, of course, you can ask me any additional questions you want. Okay. Justice? Hardly even know her. From the time I was little, I knew life wasn't fair. When I was 7 years old, I was bullied at school by a tank of a kid named Big Billy. Big Billy stole my lunch every day, and at recess he would take a basketball and hit me right in the face. People saw, but no one intervened. You see, Big Billy was big, like 110 pounds in the 2nd grade. He barely fit behind his desk. No one messed with Big Billy. His routine was the same every day. He took my food at lunch and then he hit me in the face with a basketball at recess. Until one day, I had my mom pack me an extra large lunch, and Big Billy was so excited to see not only 1 ham and cheese sandwich, but 2. It was chips, carrots, and 2 cartons of milk. He was overjoyed. But that's where my scheming started. Big Billy was so engorged with the food that he moved slower that day. So slow that I was able to get outside faster than him. And as soon as that glutinous Big Billy stepped his foot out of the door, I hit him in the face with a basketball. He started crying, and a teacher ran over to me, and right then and there I got my first lesson in injustice. You see, this time a teacher saw me, and I got in trouble, even though Big Billy had hit me in the face every day for a month. This one time a teacher saw me, and I got suspended. How is that fair? And as I got older, I began to see it all around. Group projects, for example. How come I do all the heavy lifting and then the lazy Lucy over there gets the same grade as me, even though all she did was select the type of font we'd use? And why did that vending machine just eat my $2 bill without giving me my favorite salt and vinegar chips? And don't even get me started on people who drive up to merge ahead of me, even though I'm the one following the rules of the road. If we, as a society, can get these small things right, how are we supposed to combat larger injustices, like racial and social prejudice, or wrongful imprisonment, or corrupt government? We have to start small. Let's use language that is inclusive. Don't cut in line when you're getting your morning cup of coffee, and next time you see a bully take someone's lunch, just say, "Hey, that's not okay." It starts small, and it starts with us. Combating injustices can seem like an overwhelming task, but if we all work together with kindness and understanding, then we'll be able to tackle anything. Literally anything. One misused basketball at a time. I'm sorry, I just... Actually, that's what I think of injustice, just answering your question. No, I don't have any additional questions for you. Okay, so I guess I'll be waiting for your call then. Yeah, okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
And sounds like a perfect ending for Monologues Night as of now. Thank you very, very much to all the participants, and thank you for the beautiful monologues that you delivered. And I guess we need like 10 minutes to put together the results, and just give me a second. Would you like to talk in that room, to have some air and discuss and get the results? Yes. We'll need 10 minutes in that room, guys, and you have 10 minutes break, but during this break, together with Vero, who is actually the actress for Human Wrongs, here she is, yes, you will need to define the, what do you call this? Audience choice. Yes, I'm leaving you this, and somehow you need to come up with a system, the audience choice, one person. Yes? You have 10 minutes to do so, plus a break. Yes. Shall we? Let's go.
See you guys. First of all, I would like to say I see part of our participants previous year, and I see the difference, and also I saw warmed from your quality of work, and also from the quality of texts. And what I must say you that the most important thing in this case, if you work with monologues, it's the right choice. I appreciate your choice. Most of you made it very good, and I'm so happy to announce that one of the best monologues, and for me it's just the best, it was Jasmine Sotelo.
Yes.
And
She was a
to
whale.
pity she's just third, but for me it's just first. And yes, I'm shocked from this text, and it's just a very interesting text, very good quality, and just perfect work of the actress.
Jasmine Sotelo on stage, please. And I think it would be fair if we invite not only Jasmine but Volodymyr Serdiuk as well on stage, because we have a living playwright. Volodymyr, come out here on stage as well. And then I'll introduce the prize and everything. And then we'll take a group photo. Yes, yes. Volodymyr, never come. Come out on stage. The text. Yes.
It's unexpectedly
The
good,
whale.
especially if I know that you are a man and you wrote such a good text for women. Just from my mother's heart, it's just incredibly good. Thank you so much.
Yes. And the prize we're giving for Jasmine, it's a book. Since we understood that she's all about philosophical delivery on stage and she does these things, we're giving her a book of bilingual Ukrainian English military poetry. And there is a lot of poets, some of them already dead, but it's all symbolic, all cool. And Jasmine, you have to make, your moves with this. Okay? Group photo, shall we? Yes, we can. Done. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. And then we're moving on, and we have the second place. And in order to announce the second place, the mysterious geography teacher, the man who never came out of Pechersk, this sorry young comes on stage. Yes, and he's gonna announce. Do you remember who?
This one? Okay. Alright.
Yes. Speak about your way of assessing people, because I'm very curious.
I think
Yes.
I was very generous, I was told, but then again I'm used to rubrics that have like scales with actual qualifications, what you should get for a 9 through a 1, even a 0. Nobody got a 0 though. And the number 2 winner is Sophia. Sophia?
Kalyta. Yes. And bring the Spider-Man. Vero, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Introduce the present. It's here.
So, as for the second place winner, we give you the free entrance to the workshop of our dear friend Chris Walters from the USA, and it's going to be a workshop on acting for cinema. So where you will act on camera.
With American
and
film
record
director.
with American film director, and they record your monologue on camera.
Yes. And you can bring your Spider-Man. Because it's playing the drama school and Vero runs it. So yes. Thank you very much. Photo. Where is the Spider-Man? Yes.
Run.
Spider-Man's gone.
And we never
We can do
saw-
Spider-Man. We can do Spider-Man.
ruining the theater.
Yay! Spider-Man's back!
Attention! Please, your attention here.
Yes. Place your attention here.
Thank you.
Oh, come on, let's do Spider-Man. Right.
Oh my god. Camera doesn't look like
Drug dealers. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And now you understand it's Pringles Theater. Everything about Pringles Theater is in English. And to announce the winner and the first place. Maxim Kuzini is coming on stage and he's gonna deliver his best speech of his life in English. 100%. The why? The why? Come on.
Amazing.
Я все одно не поняв, що він.
I'm gonna intro. He didn't understand what I said.
По-перше, хочу сказати вам дуже дякую за цей прекрасний вечір. Це для мене вперше, я сидів в журі, це просто розрив мозга. Це реально. Ну, ви всі талановиті і, що найголовніше, ви всі різні. Просто жодної однакової букви, жодної однакової емоції. Я нічого не поняв. Нічого не поняв, але ви офігенні, ви круті. Дякую вам дуже. Клас, мені це подобається.
You remember the winner, no?
Yes, sorry.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my. Oh my. Yeah! It's first place.
Whoa!
It's Valeria Rudenko.
Bring the whiskas! That's really, really nice. And continuing our practice of giving the best presents for the best, this is, in the end of this month, we have an intensive on acting improvisation with a coach from Australia. Nick Byrne travels from Canberra back to Kyiv to do 3 days workshop with a performance afterwards. And it's quite expensive, but it's really cool course. And we're giving it away to you for free because you worth it. Yes. Nick's gonna be super happy to have you. Okay, so shall we do a group photo with a cat? As cats. Yes, cats. Yeah. Why? Okay. Yes, the longest speech in English. Yeah, guys. One of the biggest things. It's all about theater. It's all about Ukraine. You cannot deny it, and it's all about English language. Stay with Pro English. We're super cool. Tomorrow is monodrama. Stay with us. You can stay here. It's a bomb shelter.
And the winner of the audience award.
Who do you think? Okay, who do you think? What was this? You know who the winner is, right? Yeah. And Jasmine Sotelo! And she gets the biggest round of applause. We're out of presents. No more presents, but come out on stage and come. Come here and do the dance. Do the winner's dance.
Wait.
Oh my God, again?
And then
Come on.
I can
Roll
squish.
English dance. Come.
Let's help me to learn. Let's create.
Thank you guys for coming. This dance is finished. Say some more. What?
Participants for a group photo?
Yes, group photo. Okay.
But we already did one. Yeah.
No, with the
another
jury. Let's do it with the jury. The guys did a great job. Let's do it all together. Yes.
go everyone. I will take
And we
picture.
squish it.
Come on. Hop. Next.
Hop.
Hop.
Say bomb shelter.
Bomb shelter! You said bomb shelter? What? Bomb shelter!
Yeah, I got it.